welcome back, my starries, to a stream. It has been a while, and I'll talk about it in a minute about why it's been a while. Nothing super serious or anything, but I have had some family come up and whatnot, so Em had to take a little bit of a hiatus, and when she did, she might have, changed up her looks a little bit. I might have changed my looks up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hope you guys like a little bit of a makeover because I have assumed my true form. It is time to reveal my real form. Hey, 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 I'm a little bit shorter. Hey. Hey guys. Oh, huh? Oh, huh? What? Oh, is it huh? Wow. Wow, is my hair? Is that my hair? Wow. Oh, ha. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hi. I'm just a little guy now. Oh, no. I'm big on the screen. I have ascended upon you. Rejoice. Rejoice. Oh my god. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. How are you guys doing on YouTube? Welcome Ilana. Welcome Mimi. Welcome Karmar. Welcome and Johnny. Welcome. How are you guys doing? And hi Lily on Twitch as well. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. You're so cute. Thank you. Wow. I got the silly form. If you guys came to see exactly that's what I was gonna say, Lily. If you guys came to like my stream on my main channel yesterday or watched the Honkai Star Rail video that I put up today, you might have already seen this model because I posted those without realizing that I recorded with the model here. So if you got a little sneaky speaky, then you're welcome. You're welcome. But this is a little Skrunkle model that I have had in the works for some time now. Let me actually pull up the artist on VGen because they did an absolutely amazing job. I've been waiting for this one for probably about a month now, maybe. And oh my goodness, it was worth the wait. It is so cute. Look at me. Look at my little head. Oh my god. So like the whole reason I commissioned this model is because it doesn't use as much CPU. That's a big thing, is that it doesn't use as much CPU. So I can play some games now without my model crashing as we've seen. But also, I mean, come on. I'm just adorable. I'm adorable. But yeah, here is the artist. Let me pull this out here and go brr. Let me figure out how to use technology. This is by Milky. Milky is the artist right here. They are the one who did this little model here. They're very amazing, very cool, and very sweet too. They're very, very nice. So they made my little model here. They drew it and they rigged it, and they have an amazing rigging skill. Like, check this out. Like, look at the form. Look at the like little silliness. Oh my god, it's so nice. So thank you, Milky. Milky's very great. I highly, highly recommend them. They were amazing to work with and very sweet. So definitely check them out and give them some love. But yeah, this is my new form. This is me. I mean, it's not my new form. Okay, let's get that right. BRB real quick. BRB real quick. Hey, I can still change. I can still be the M that you guys know and love. I hope you do love me, right? You do, right? Right. Oh, I'm so big. Wait. Right. You do still love me. Even in my silly form, you still do love me, right? Right, you still love me despite my silliness. Please, tell me. You better. Anyway. Anyway, back to the silly form. Back to the silly form. But yeah, this is a new little model that I might be using every once in a while just because it's kind of fun. It's like a little fun thing. And if you guys have actually seen on Twitch, sorry YouTube, it hates streamers and streaming stuff, so you guys sadly don't get anything cool. But if you're on Twitch and you go down to the twinkle button, it's like where you send messages. I've got like a 3-star pink, yellow, and blue stars. Those are called my twinkles. Twinkles. And if you click there, there is a silly form redeem, which I advise you not to click that for this stream, just because I will be silly form throughout the stream, because it is a silly form debut stream. So if I am streaming at any point in time as a regular M and you want silly form, then there's your redeem. You get me for 20 minutes. Unless specified, I am going to always be as my regular model glitter M and then pop in as silly M. So, if you wanted to redeem me, I thought it would be a cool little redeem. Like, if you guys know my pal Rosa Lee VT, I don't know why I got Southern on you, I apologize. Anyway, that's that yeehaw coming out in me. That's that North Carolinian in me coming out. But, if you guys have seen Rosa has this, like, really cool worm, redeem, Wormza, and I was like, I want something like that. And I was really thinking about getting the worm redeem because it's really cute. I really think it's super, super cute. But I was like, I don't know. I feel like that's Rosa's thing now. And I don't want to impede and, like, you know, like, take her thing. Even though she's, like, said I should get one, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the worm is Rosa's thing. So I was, like, looking for something else that could be, like, my silly little redeem. And I found Milky Scrunkle models. And, oh, my God, they're so cute. They're so cute. I love it. And I love the rigging. I love doing this. If I just do this a bunch, it's because it's so fun. I get dizzy IRL. But it is so fun to do. I just love how bouncy and flouncy I look. It's super cute. And if you guys want to see something really cool, you see cool? Mimi, you want to see cool? You want to see cool? Wait. You want to see cool? Bald. Wig. The wig has flown. Wig. Wig. So if I have a moment where I'm like, oh my God, that is so tea, wig, I can literally take my wig off. I mean, it's not a wig. I mean, what? No, it's not a wig. I have not ruined my hair by bleaching it for 9 years straight. No, it is real. It is real. But for this intended purpose, it is a wig. It is a wig. Canon lore, maybe? Wig? I don't know. But I could also have a hat. I could have bald hat. Bald and hat. Hat bald. Bald and hat. Or I could have just hair. Just hair. Hair, no hat. No hat, hair. Or I could have all together. Whichever one you guys like. Honestly, just tell me. Just tell me if you want to say bald M, maybe. I don't know. Maybe bald M will be something that bald Scrunkle M will be something when I'm playing a game and I'm like, oh my God, wig. You know that? Do you get that reference? Please tell me you get that reference. It's like from American Idol, I think. You know, it's like American Idol where this guy was like, okay, wig. Yeah, Katy Perry. Katy Perry was like, oh my God, did you say wig? And the guy was like, wig. She was like, wig. You know, it's like, wig. And nobody else understood, but you get it, right? Tell me you get it. Just tell me you get it. Wig. But anyway, that is the silly form. I am silly now. And I do have some stories to tell you guys about M's week. Because, oh boy, was it a week. I have had a week. It has been a week indeed, my friends. So, let's start with the tea. So, I feel like it's been kind of I've been kind of on like a bad streak when it comes to content. I always end up doing this. It's like the powers of the universe intervene whenever I say, I'm gonna make a goal to where I'm really good on getting content and streaming stuff out. I'm gonna be really good about it. And then the universe is like, fuck you. And so I'm like, well, because I was gonna start like doing really good about streaming, and then I went to an anime convention, and so I had to fix up the costume that I made, and I only had like 4 days to like completely go to the store and also make items, glue stuff together, sew stuff together, cut stuff apart, fix up a costume completely. I only had like 4 days, so I was like, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to be a little bit lax on the content and stuff right now. And so also, look at my eyes. But I was gonna be a little bit lax on that content stuff right then. And so then I came back and I was like, all right guys, we're gonna do really good about content. And then my internet for a week was so shit that I couldn't even stream, and I truly don't know why. I think it's because we had a week of really bad weather here. Like, I live in the Yeehaw, North Carolina mountains. Yeehaw, Appalachia, woo! And we've had some tornadoes touch down, not where I live, but we've had some tornadoes in the vicinity, whatever. And I guess it's a mixture of like thunderstorms and like there's some flooding and stuff in areas, and like bad wind and rain and stuff that kind of caused my internet to be really bad. Because I restarted my router. I have a net because I live in the bowels of my house in the basement, because that's where all VTubers live, in the bowels of their parents' basement. But yeah, anyway, basically I could not stream that week. I literally even called my internet provider. I was like, hey, so my internet not working. Is there a problem? Like, can you guys like let me know any information? Because I work from home. I'm not gonna go out and tell my internet provider that I'm a freaking little VTuber girl. But I was like, you know, I work on the internet, and I'm not able to do my job. Can you give me any information for when this will be fixed? And they were like, no. Like, we don't know. And I was like, nani? What? And they were like, it's probably just like the weather, so like you're just gonna have to like wait. And I'm like, but my starries, my starries need me. You don't understand. My children need me. So yeah. That I blame weather. I blame God for last week, because my internet was so bad because of the weather. And so coming back this week, I actually did not know until like the end of the week that my family were coming up. My grandma and my cousin came up, and they came up because my cousin's out of school now, and they came up and spent a week with us. And so I was like, well, I'm obviously not going to be able to stream now, because like if it was just like my grandma or something, I'd be able to stream. But my cousin like shares a room with me. She comes into my room, we get like a little blow up mattress, and she like sleeps in my room. And I'm like, I am not going to be that weirdo who streams in front of her. Like, I have done a lot of cringy things, but I will not be the cringy streamer, the cringy VTuber streamer in front of my cousin. Like, this girl is yeehaw country, like, yeehaw, listens to country music, you know what I mean? I am not gonna make her listen to my little VTuber so fucking yap. And so, I was like, okay, no content for this week. Yeah, like, I've pushed a lot on her over the years. Like, when she was younger, I was like, you want to cosplay with me? Come on, cosplay with me. And she liked it. But now she's older and she's like, please, I don't want this. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna force you or anything. And so I was like, yeah, I don't think she would want to be a part of me streaming. I just don't think that's quite what she wants. And so anyway, I was like, okay, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take another break. So unless the universe decides to punish me for saying this again, I do hope that starting this week, streams and stuff will be back to normal on like normal schedules. I've seen a lot of people like asking like, when are you gonna like, play Wizard 101 on stream? When are you gonna play Genshin on stream? Can you play this game on stream? Like, I've seen the comments. I promise you, it's been like 3 weeks of just like I don't know, situational issues. But it should be better this week. This week should be much better. Should be much nicer. So yeah, yum 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 yum. Anyway, anyway. But I do have a couple things to yap about. That's why we're just gonna do like a chatting stream. We're just gonna yap and stuff. Oh, hi, Robin. Robin, you should have been in the stream yesterday on Glitter M. Then you would have known. Did I not send you guys my model? Wait, I'm having a brain fart. I thought I sent you guys my model. I don't know if I did, because I was very busy this week. I got this model like 2 days ago, and like I was saying, my family's been up, and it's been like 3 hellacious weeks for me. So apologies. I might have forgotten. I've been so busy. But here she is. Here she is. You know what? Perfect timing. Wig. Imagine forgetting. Oh my god. Wig. Wig. Thrown. Snatched. Oh, okay. Yeah. I probably just forgot because I've been so busy. And I do have some stories to tell you guys. So let me tell you guys some stories real quick. So I think I said this last time my grandma came up, but I always, it always starts out good and then ends up not towards the end. And so, like, here's the thing. Don't take this as me saying that, like, I don't like my grandma or anything, but my grandma is one of those people, she's one of those people who, she tends to get a little bit bossy the more she stays with us, and, she starts to get a little bit annoying. And I say that with love because my grandma just doesn't understand the concept of content creator or working online. And so me and my mom both, we now have jobbies where we work from home. Like I'm a silly little bean here. I'm a bean. I'm a silly little girl. And my mom works from home. She has to work a job where and she like has to take photos of stuff and list things for my stepdad's business. So she's like the online part of it, and she does like online orders and shipments and stuff. So she's got to work. She has to respond to emails and stuff, and so that's a big thing that she has to do. And so my grandma just doesn't realize that, us being on our phone is not just us like goofing off, because like there are so many times this past week where my grandma has yelled at me for being on my phone. Like we'll be sitting in the living room just like watching Jeopardy or something, and she's like, "You're not even watching the show," and I'm like, "I am, but I have an email. I have an email, Grandma." Hi Pika Goku, welcome. How are you? Oh, I got that, Robin. Thank you. I'll check it out in just a bit. I don't want to yap about it on stream because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But yeah, Robin's debut is pretty soon, I think. Right? Maybe I shouldn't speak for you on that. Maybe I shouldn't speak on that. Anyway, but yeah, like anyway, she just doesn't understand that I have to respond to emails. Like I do this thing where I check my emails and I get nothing, and then I don't check my emails, and then it's like I get thousands of like, not thousands, but exaggerated thousands of like, emails of like either like brands who are like on my main channel at least, who are like, "Hey, want to do a sponsorship?" or like a content creator who's like, "Hey, you want to do a sponsorship?" Like let me actually pull it up real quick because this is a really good video. But I recently was featured in a video with a VTuber over our manga collections and stuff. Let me pull up the video real quick and show you guys. See, if you want me to be a part of your manga videos, you just gotta send me that DM. Oh god, I'm breaking the fourth wall with this one, aren't I? Aren't I breaking the fourth wall with this one? Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys IRL him for a second. Boom! Jump scare. Yeah, so on my main channel, I'm not a VTuber. You guys know that I'm not a VTuber on my main channel. But yeah, anyway, Bunko Bun is their name, and what did I do? Wow, I did something weird. Anyway, this is me yapping. I'm over here yapping about a manga series, and oh, that's a great face. Wow, what a beautiful face. What a beautiful face. But but anyway, yeah, it's Bunko Bun's channel, and they're like interviewing 110 VTubers, and I was featured because they sent me an email. So, you know, send your girl an email. I read them sometimes, but I had so many emails, and I've got a couple other people who have reached out to me for like a collab thing as a manga creator, because I'm not gonna lie, the VTuber stuff is not as prominent as my main channel stuff. But anyway, I was like, oh, you gotta go. Okay, I got you, Robin. I got you. Thanks for coming in. Debut is a bit off. Need to order emotes. I gotcha. I gotcha. I understand. I want you up for you, because I feel like I run my mouth a lot, which is what I'm doing in this day's stream. Can you tell I have a lot of energy? I haven't been able to like yap to you guys in a while, like 3 weeks properly. So I'm like, let me tell you about my grandma. But yeah, anyway, she was like yelling at me every chance that she could anytime I was on my phone. Like literally, I would pick my phone up and she would be like, are you getting on your phone? What, you don't want to talk to me? Are you ignoring me? And I'm like, oh my god, like I have to respond to comments. I have to read emails. Like, I try my best to work in advance and like get stuff ready before like family come up, because I know I'm probably not going to be able to record as much, especially when my grandma comes up. And so I had already prepared stuff, but I didn't prepare enough, especially for the gaming channel. I wasn't able to post every single day like I usually do, because I just did not have enough time to record, because I did not know that they were coming up until the last second, like a couple days before. And so anyway, basically, there were times where I had to say like, hey, I'm gonna go take a nap, because my grandma's a napper. She likes to take a nap. And so I would go to my room and try my best to like work on some like content and stuff. I wasn't able to do any gaming content, but I was able to work on like main channel and like I'm gonna call it second channel, like Glitter M and Glitter Diary stuff and like some other things. But I was able to do a little bit of working, but not a whole lot. But it's a little bit difficult, because it's like, you know, I'm not trying to ignore you or anything. Like, I gotta respond to stuff, you know. It's part of my job. I gotta respond to emails. I gotta respond to comments. Sometimes I have to like respond to people, you know. And she just doesn't understand that, and she was giving my mom the same grief, and my mom was like, oh my god, please, like, you have to let me work. But the problem is, my mom is like, you know, I have a deadline, so I got things that I gotta do, like listing stuff. So you take care of your grandma. And so my mom was able to successfully sneak away, and I was not. So the full force toppled onto M's head. And so everything was pretty much okay, but the problems started towards the last couple days. Like, they were here for a week. The problems started on like day 3. Day 3 is where my grandma starts to get a little bit cranky, and I don't want to say anything too implicating of my grandmother, but she has her special juice. She likes to drink her special juice, and without her special juice, she gets angry. You get where I'm going. You get where I'm going, right? You understand what I mean by special juice. Anyway, yeah, basically she was like very cranky, so we had to stop by the store and get her some special juice. But like, oh my god, like, we would go out, like, for example, my cousin was up, and she's like a teenager, and so she does not want to just sit at home all the time. And I'm like, I need to go out too, like, you know, with family up. I'm like, I don't want to sit at home all the time either. And so we went out to the mall twice. There's two malls. So we took one day, went to the mall, took a break, and then went to the mall another day. And literally she was griping, my grandma was griping the whole time. And it's like, it's not like a, oh, I'm old and I just can't do all this. It's like a, I don't want to be here, I want to go home, I want to take a nap, I don't care about any of this shit, I ain't buying any of this. And I'm like, oh, you know. To put it nicely, I'm like, please, I need you to cooperate with me here. You're bringing the entire mood down of our escapades. And like I said, I love my grandma, but she gets to be a lot over, you know, like, once it's like the 3-day mark, she starts to get a little bit, let's just say, honestly mean. Like, she kind of pokes fun at people, and it's one of those things where it's like, anytime I stand up for myself or someone else, it's like I'm seen as like the villain, you know, because I'm telling off, you know, my grandma. So I'm like, quote unquote, being disrespectful, because she'll do things like, she'll poke at me and she'll say like, oh my god, like, are you gaining weight? Oh my goodness, you didn't look this big last time I saw you. And I'm like, bitch, the audacity. Like, I wouldn't say that to her, but I'm like, don't, but like, literally she said something like that to me. I was like, don't say that to me, like, that's mean, like, I don't care, like, shut up, don't say that to people. And so, like, anyway, anytime I try to defend myself, or like my mom, because my mom actually has gained some weight recently because of the medication she's on. And so my grandma's just like saying shit about her, like, oh my god, you're just so much bigger now, look at you, like a whale. And I'm like, that's not fucking cool, like, don't say that, like, that's really mean. And she's like, oh, I'm not being mean, I'm just cracking a joke, it's harmless. And I'm like, you might think it's harmless, but like, the undertones that you're using are not, you know, like, we can tell you're saying the truth, it's just you're being open about it. And she's like, you know what, I'm an old lady now, and, you know, old people just don't care about what they say. And, you know, I'll give you that. But old people also don't get the chance just to be, like, mean all the time. They don't get the opportunity to be mean all the time just because you're old. Like, fuck you. Anyway. Like, I can respect elders with also respecting my own peace. Like, you don't go around saying stuff like that to people and then get offended when people, like, say, like, hey, you're not gonna talk to me like that, or you're not gonna talk about this person like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. I love my grandma, but she has things that she does that, make me want to scream and pull my freaking wig off. I just wanna, I just want to yank it off sometimes. Can you tell I'm venting? I'm venting for the internet to hear. Oh my god. But, yeah, anyway. Basically, that was my week with her. But then the worst of the worst happened. You thought that was the worst. It was not. The worst was yet to come. You have not seen the worst yet. This is the worst. The worst is that we have 3 dogs, and my dogs have silly names, so just shut up in advance. We have Gus, who is my dog. He stays in the basement with me in the bowels because he is a reactive dog. He will attack other dogs, and especially if they are a male dog. And so I have 2 other dogs. They're family dogs, but Gus is like mostly my dog. Like, if I ever moved out, he would be coming with me. So that's kind of how I, like, you know, categorize them. But the other 2 dogs are upstairs dogs. Those are my mom's dogs. And so their names, yes, their names are Hansel and Gretel. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear it. I didn't pick it. I picked Gus. I didn't pick Hansel and Gretel. Don't come at me for those names. But anyway. Those are my mom's dogs, and so they're upstairs. And so we went out to dinner one night, and I got in the car, and I guess driving around made me sick. Like, I ate a lot of food. I ate more than usual because me and my cousin we were eating sushi, and we had like a contest because we both got 3 rolls. And she was like, I can totally eat all of this. And I was like, me too. I haven't ate since, like, you know, breakfast, and it was like a small little like biscuit that we got from like the local like, like what's it called, gas station. It's not a gas station. What are those places called? It's like convenience store, like that. We got like a little chicken biscuit for breakfast one day, and I was like, I could eat 3 rolls, and she's like, well, I can do it faster or whatnot, and we were competing, whatever, because silly goofy kids. Anyway, I got sick after eating so much sushi. 3 rolls of sushi, I got sick in the car, and I was like, I just need to go home and lay down. Like, my tummy hurt. And so I went to lay down, and literally, I kid you not, 10 minutes later, because I went downstairs to go into my room and just lay down for a little bit, I didn't take the dogs out. And so my mom was having to take the dogs out. I'm the one who usually takes the dogs out, and my mom can, but again, she's got some medical things that I won't go into, but it causes her to like kind of be a little bit more weaker. And so Hansel is the biggest. He is the biggest of the dogs that we have. He's like 30 pounds, but he's very forceful, and he is 3 years old almost, and he's still got a lot of puppy kind of in him, and so he has the tendency to pull. And so since I didn't take him out, and I have a stronger grip than my mom, she took him out, and he broke away and got loose. And so panic ensues, and I mean panic. Like, he darts out, and my mom, who has our other dog, Gretel, in her hands, she's like picking her up and running. And I'm quoting this from what they have said, because I was still in the bed at this point. But anyway, my mom was like, I picked up Gretel, because Gretel's like 16 pounds, Hansel's 30. And so she was like, I was running out to go get him, and I couldn't give, like, Gretel to, like, my grandma, who's also outside, because my mom was like, if I stopped for 1 second to like turn around and give her like Gretel to my grandma, then she's like, I would have lost Hansel. He would have been gone from sight. He is a very fast runner. And so she's like, I had to pick him up and start running. And so she did get him. He went like kind of through the bushes and across the road, and so there was a lot of cars coming by, and honestly both him and my mom could have been ran over, and it wasn't very pretty, but I started feeling a little bit better, and so I got up out of bed like maybe 10-15 minutes later. While this was happening, by the way, I took Gus out. Gus is my dog, and so I took him outside, and I was like, why is my grandma in the car? Like, my grandma just quickly got in the car and then drove away, and I was like, did somebody make her mad? Because that is how she acts. And I didn't think that things were as serious as it was at the moment, because I was like, this is how my grandma acts. Whenever, someone like, says something to her that she doesn't like or she feels offended by, she'll like, make a big scene out of it. She'll stop talking, and it's not been the first time that she's like, well, I'll just like go. I'm gonna go clear my head out or something, and she'll just get in the car and drive away. And she had this look on her face that looked like she was like, like angry, worried, or whatnot. And so I was like, what's that about? And I went up there and I was looking around, and then I heard Hansel screaming. Like, this dog does not bark, he screams. He has this high-pitched yell, and I heard it down the road, and my brain is like, he should not be that far down the road. Oh no. And so I had to run down and put Gus into the house very quickly. I didn't even take him to my room. I just like shoved him in the door, and I was like, stay. And then I ran. And I ran, still being sick from like eating all this sushi. My stomach was not okay, but the adrenaline and panic of, oh my god, my dog might be getting ran over, I need to get up there now, set in. And also I was wearing slides, Croc slides, not Crocs like the holy shoes. They have like slides, and I was wearing Croc slides, and you can't really run in slides. If you've ever tried, it's really hard. So I was like trying to run up a hill in slides, and I was like about to vomit because of all of this. But anyway, I caught my grandma. She was driving in the car to go down and kind of like block off the intersection of the road. It's like a two-way street, but it's very busy, and people fly because it's a curve, and people are stupid in North Carolina. You're stupid. And so anyway, she was like, she got in her car to kind of block off the area, just kind of like wedge her car in between two lanes so that she could stop and we could get the dog in the car. So anyway, I got to her because she like turned the wrong way, and so I got up with her. My mom has the dog, it's fine, but she's just kind of like panting and waiting. Some of the neighbors had actually come out to try to like catch him as well. Like they just happened to be outside like in their yard, and so like one of the teenage boys who lives like kind of like in a, I almost say a separate development, but it's a different street. He was outside and he ran over and he caught Hansel, who was on a leash. So he caught the leash and gave him to my mom and stuff. And which, thank you, little teenage boy, I appreciate you. But anyway, my grandma stopped the car. I got in and she was just screaming at me. Like I got in the car and she's just screaming, and I'm like, damn, chill, like I understand. And then she starts going off about how like oh, it doesn't matter if the dog get hit. It's more important that your mom doesn't get hit. Like I don't give a fuck if the dog dies. And I'm like, rage. I have never ever had so much rage before in one moment. I am not the kind of person to like scream, and I cuss for like fun. I do it for like the funnies. I don't like cuss like people out, you know, like that's not my thing. I don't say it in anger. Even when I stub my toe, I'm like, oh pooey or something, you know, like I'm not like, I don't cuss to be mean, but I'm not gonna lie, I did tell my grandma to shut the fuck up. And I do feel bad about it, but also at the time I'm like, you just don't say stuff like that. Like, especially in the heat of the moment, you just don't say stuff like that. And so anyway, we got the dogs in the car and we got back home and everybody cooled off. I had to cool off. I was about to vomit after like hearing all this commotion and running up a hill in croc slides and then being like yelled at and having to respond in the heat of the moment. You know, we all got back inside. It was the most awkward game of Wheel of Fortune I think I have ever participated in, because everybody was upset. My cousin didn't leave the house because she was, you know, she's like a teenager, so we're like, you just stay here, like we'll handle this. And so anyway, she was there. My mom and my grandma were in the living room just sitting, trying to like cool off because we were all sweaty and like on the verge of vomiting because of like sickness and adrenaline and overheating and whatnot. But anyway, we're just sitting there watching not Game of Thrones, what's it called? Oh my god, what the fuck is it called? Wheel of Fortune, in silence. And if you've ever played Wheel of Fortune, that is not the game, and it's like the TV show. It's like, you know, we play along with, it's now Ryan Seacrest, but you know, you sit there and you play along and you're like guessing the words of the people. It has never been so quiet before. Like 15 minutes of the game went by and everybody was just so quiet. Like even if somebody knew the answer, it was like nobody dared to say anything. And so anyway, finally, everybody kind of cooled off and we were talking about it. We all apologized, but like, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those things that it's like, it's gonna stick with me. You know how like something like that is just, it sticks with you? Because like, you know, I'm like, I didn't think that I could like get this angry. Cause like all I could say was just shut the fuck up. That's all I could say in the moment. Cause like I was like, I can't formulate words, sentences. I just need to get my dog in the car before he and my mother gets run over. Stop telling me that you wish the dog would just die instead of like my mom in this situation. They're both alive. It is not the moment for this. And so anyway, got them in the car, came home, chilled. We all apologized. It was all fine. There's like the 4th day into them being here for like 7 days, but everything was okay afterwards. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, you know what, I don't think I want my grandma back up for a while. And the thing is, I love my grandma, I love having her up, but this has definitely made me kind of think of her in a new light, you know, especially with my dogs. Like my grandma is not a dog person, she's not an animal person. And if you are a huge animal lover and you meet someone who isn't, they are like the most heinous people because they just don't care. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but like genuinely, they just don't care. They don't see animals the same way. And some people maybe are different, but like my grandma's one of those people who are like, I don't fucking care about dogs. Like, they're just an animal. Like, I don't care. I'd eat one if I had to. And I'm like, that is my son. That is my baby, my child. I birthed him. I didn't really, but I did. Not technically, but I did. And so it's like, you just don't talk about my child that way, you know? But anyway, that is the meat of the issues that happened. So that was my week. I did do a haul. It's up on Glitter Diaries now. I did a haul because we went to the mall and I had some credit and stuff because I traded some books in. And my stepdad, for his birthday, he got a Barnes & Noble card, but he didn't find anything there. So he's like, I'm just going to give this to you. I don't care about Barnes & Noble anymore. I'm like, I do. I'll take it. So I did get a nice haul, a bookie haul. And I got some like clothes. I got a shirt and stuff. If you want to check it out, it's up on Glitter Diaries. But that happened this week, and I got that edited pretty quickly. I went to Goodwill and I bought a shirt, and I'm working on the vlog. I finished it up. I just need to get into cosplay, but I'm learning a dance. Something that I have kind of started getting back into is like doing like anime cosplay dances. So like as of right now, I'm working on the Sangwa B dance from Bikomachi, which is Oshinoko, the group the group and side of Oshinoko, the one that I and then Ruby, Memcho, and Kana are a part of. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on Kana cosplay, and I've finished the cosplay. I just need to get in cosplay and actually, shoot it and everything. The cosplay is done now, but I need to finish learning the dance. It's not there yet. I started it yesterday, so I need a couple more like days or maybe like a week to like properly learn the dance, and then I can get into cosplay. But I bought this cosplay about like a month or two ago, and when it came, I always have this goddamn problem with cosplays, is that the bottoms are always fine. Like, I buy a lot of skirts, like cosplays that have skirts, so it's like the skirts are always fine. Skirts and shorts are always the perfect size on me, but then whenever I get to the top is the problem, and it's probably because of the booba, the IRL booba. That's probably the reason. Even though I do buy my cosplays much bigger to try to avoid this problem, it doesn't always work. Sometimes they just don't come, like dimensionally how you think they should. Because in American sizes, I wear like a medium to a large. I often wear my clothes in like extra large just because I like a little bit of room to breathe with the booba. But if I didn't have the booba, it would be like probably like a medium to a large. But in like cosplay, I have to size up to an XL or a 2XL, and I'm like, damn, like just to squeeze the booba into a costume, damn. And so anyway, I bought this cosplay. Everything fit but the shirt. So I went to Goodwill and I found a basic ass men's shirt that's kind of like a burgundy color. And you'll see this in a vlog soon, but I did rip all the pieces that I needed, like the arm cuffs and like the collar, and like the shirt also has this like kind of like design on the shoulders. It has no purpose other than just like design, and so I ripped that off and I sewed it onto this new shirt. Yeah, and I also took the zipper out of it, and I didn't need the zipper because I bought the shirt a little bit bigger so I could like tuck it in and not have to deal with putting a zipper into it. And now I have a zipper, which is great because I don't like to go and have to buy zippers. Zippers are a thing. I'm just gonna start collecting zippers, I guess, now that I'm getting back into sewing for cosplays and stuff. But yeah, I just need to finish the dance, and you'll have a Kana Arima dance slash cosplay because she's my fave, and I want a figure for her, but I can't find one that I like. But yeah, I'm getting back into like idol like anime dances and stuff. Like I really want to do some more Love Live stuff. I really want to join a Love Live group. I just can't find like a proper Love Live cover group, like a dance cover group in like the Asheville, North Carolina area. So if you know one, hit me up. Yeehaw! But like I don't know, I've always wanted to be in one, and I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm free to do stuff like that now. I could, you know, because I went through this phase, we'll say, where I wanted to be in like an indie idol, like make my own songs, have my own persona, you know, do it all myself. And I'm like, after trying to do that, that cost a lot of money. So I think I would rather dance, because that's my thing. Like I'm not a huge like singer or anything, but I've always loved dancing, and so I'm like, it's fun to dance, so I still want to dance and like perform and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking into one. If I end up making one, you hear about it first here, because I've been thinking about it. I actually talked to Rosa about it, because Rosa is an idol too, and I was like, should I maybe start one in my area or something? Because I just can't find one that's in my specific area. Like there are like cosplay dance groups in North Carolina, but they're just not close enough to me. And I'm like, I found one, and I was like, this one might be feasible, but it's like a 2.5 hour drive, and I'm like, I just don't know about that. Like, I don't like the drive as it is. So I'm like, 2 hours? Nah. If it was like 30 to 40 minutes, that'd be different. But I don't want to do like an hour commute, you know. I don't want to do an hour commute. Like when I was in a Love Live not a Love Live, oh my god, indie idol group. I was in this group that I formed with another member called Morgan. We were in this group called Numerous. We would actually meet up at like the YMCA at the dance room at their dance studio, and yeah, we would go there, and it was about like a 40-minute drive for me. And so I'm like, if I could do I could do a 40-minute drive, but like just an hour, there's something about that extra 20 minutes, or saying like an hour drive, I'm like, I don't know about that. So I'm like, I would like to find people in the Asheville area, because I'm not in the Asheville area, but I'm close enough that it's not like a super like far drive or anything. Like that's doable. And so yeah, I'm looking. I don't know, but I'm gonna do some stuff on my own while I'm still looking, because I haven't been in the idol sphere in a while, so I'm like, maybe I need to like reintroduce myself and work myself back into the sphere, because I took a break from doing like dances and stuff, and I don't know if I want to do any more K-pop dances or anything, because I'm kind of like at this point where I'm like, I just want to focus on like cosplaying and like dancing and stuff. Kind of like, you know, how I was when I was a teenager. I'm reverting back, I guess. But anyway, yep, that's something that's going on. Those will be on the Glitter Diaries channel, by the way, if you want to see those little weeby dances and cosplays and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie though, with the Glitter Diaries channel, it feels, I don't know how to put it. It feels like almost like freeing. Like I have a sigh of relief, because I can talk about things, and I don't really care if they don't get good views. You know what I mean? Like it's nice when they do, but it's like not the end of the world. Like on my main channel, I put so much work into those videos, and that's my breadwinner. So if I don't make any good impressions on the video, then I'm like, all my hard work this week. So yeah. But on Glitter Diaries, I feel like I can just talk about whatever I want, because on Glitter M, if I talk about anything, it's kind of has to be like this girly kind of nostalgia vibes. That's what I want to post on that channel. That's how I want to keep that channel. But there's a couple other things, like a couple manga series and like things that I want to talk about over on the Diaries channel that I just can't really, because it doesn't fit the vibe on the main channel. Like I got some manga series, and they're, in a way, they're both kind of dark. There's two series that I'm in the process of editing videos for, and it's called what's it called? The first one, it was like something Act. I can't remember the name. It's like a canceled manga. Oh, I wish I could remember the name. What's it called? It's like I can't remember the name. Oh dear. Let me go to my drive and see what I titled it as. Hopefully I titled it. 'Cause I try to. Sometimes I don't. But anyway, basically, the lore of that. Oh yeah, Act Age. That's one of the manga series that I'm working on. Making a video about Act Age. To give you a synopsis. I'm not even gonna talk about the story. I'm gonna talk about why I'm making a video on it. The writer is a horrible person who has done things to children and got arrested for it. So it's canceled, but it was a good story. But the writer is a no-no. Bad person, very bad person. The writer, not the artist. The artist is an amazing person, but the writer is a scummy person. So I'm gonna make a video on that. And there's also another one which I've been really excited about, which is Machine Crown. I hope I'm saying that right, but that is basically the new manga that the mangaka of Oshinoko was working on, and a lot of people were upset about because they felt like the mangaka was rushing Oshinoko so that they could start on this new series. And so I was like excited for this new series to come out, and then I got into it and I was like, oh, this is really dark. Like, it starts off kind of like a fantasy, almost like a princess story, because the main character is Rapunzel, as in, you know, commonly known how Rapunzel stories go, and then it gets really dark and scary. So yeah, I'm working on those, and they just don't fit the vibe, but there's stuff that I like and I want to talk about, because while I like the girly stuff, it's not the only things that I like. And so yeah, it feels nice to be able to be a free weeb again. That's what I'll say, a free weeb, being able to just kind of like, you know, talk about whatever I want, and like, you know, make videos that I want without actually having to like really worry about if the views are doing good, which the views are doing decently well. I've had some really good videos on that channel that have hit like really good views, and so I am trying to get it monetized, and it's getting decently close. I would say we're like halfway there. So yeah, if you want to watch it, you should. Very cool. But yeah, I did also do a lot of work today, getting my video for this week on Glitter M ready, which you might remember these toys. I'm gonna cover some toys and stuff, some toys like forgotten toys, discontinued toys. I won't say the name because it's a surprise, but these are toys from my childhood that I didn't realize, but they got an anime series, and so I was like, let me take a peek into it. And then I realized I couldn't take a peek into it because the dubs are only in Japanese and Korean. I can't read Japanese or Korean, so I got as much info as I could, but it was kind of interesting to see that. But anyway, that's the video for this week, and yeah, I've got a lot of stuff off my list done, and I've got a couple new manga series to read, which you'll see in the Glitter Diaries video, but let me just yap for a second. Let me find the name. Okay, so there is this manga series that I have had in my collection for a very long time now, and it is one of my favorites. I love this story. I love the characters. It's a shoujo high school romance story. It's called Hatsuharu, and it is one of my favorites. It's the guy who is pining over the girl. Usually in shoujo, it's like the girl's the protagonist and she's the one who's like pining, but anyway, the shoujo. Hi Leo, welcome. But yeah, it's like the guy is the one who's pining, and he's kind of like a flirty boy. He goes out with all kinds of girls and what stuff, and then he meets one of the girls in school who's kind of more on the tomboyish kind of side, who is not afraid to stand up to him and like call him names or whatnot, and so he falls in love with her. But I can't remember if it was, it sounds weird, I can't remember if it was her brother that she falls in love with or something like that, but she falls in love with someone that she can't. I think it's her sister's boyfriend that she's in love with, maybe. But anyway, they don't get together. Teehee. Hi, the drugstore cowboy. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome back. Welcome. Welcome. See my silly mode. I got the silly mode out for you guys tonight. Honestly, the weird ancestral, like, kind of like plot devices, I hate them. I'm not gonna lie, I often turn away from them, especially when it's like the main characters. But like this season, what's it called? This series sadly has a lot of problems with that because there's a secondary couple in this series, and the the second guy for the second couple, he's in love with his stepsister, and they actually were like together for a little bit, and I had to put down that manga and be like, the fuck. Like, yeah, nasty. Nice little gremlin model. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hate that. I hate those plot devices. It honestly drives me away from like series when I see it, because I'm like, that's just fucking gross. Like, sorry, this ain't. I'm Southern, but I'm in North Carolina, not Alabama. There might be people down the road from me who are participating in the incest, but not me. Not me, not here. Get out of here. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate that in a trope. It's one of the things that I hate more than anything. And I hate it. Hate when the series is really good, but then it has one big problem. Yeah. Like, with the first couple, I was like, the main couple, I could understand, because it felt like a childhood crush, where it's like, they had a crush on someone who was really close to them, but then they grew up and they still had this crush while the, older person, like, had a relationship, and they were getting married. So I could see that as like oh, I like this person, they're just kind of like a crush, because when you're younger, you have crushes on people. Like, I'm not someone who ever did, but I know a lot of friends of mine had crushes on teachers, and it was just kind of like a innocent, like, I don't really want to date them or anything kind of crush, but I do like them. But like, Em is demisexual. I have a hard time with people. We'll just put it that way. And so, I was like, yeah, I could see this being like, like, this is my first love. I'm a kid, and, first love. And then, they come to their senses when they get older. It's like, nah. But, like, the other one, I cannot defend them. I cannot defend it. That was actual incense. Like, incense? Incest. I can't defend them. They touched knives. They touched bases that they shouldn't. Like, there are, like, I think they were step siblings, but it's still like, no, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. No. Let's see. It's an instant crush. That one I understand. It mostly comes out of admiration. Exactly. Oh, the series is called Hatsuharu. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Hatsuharu. It's a shoujo romance, shoujo rom-com, I guess, kind of manga series. I don't think it has an anime. I hope it does. I hope it'll get one eventually. But I've been trying to find that one for years. Like, well, not years. I've been trying to find it for like at least maybe a year. I've been stuck on volume 4 for a very long time, because whenever I go to the store, I just can't find volume 5. Like, I have been to multiple stores and they just don't have it, and I really try hard to not buy manga online, because I have bought manga online before and it's come damaged. Or like, for example, I have the series My Little Monster, and I bought some of them online, and for some reason the spines are supposed to be white, but the one that I got is one kind of like a cream color, and like the pages are white, so it's a pristine manga, but it's like the spine is off colored, and also it's shorter than the other ones, and it drives me insane. It's like shorter by like a couple millimeters or something, but it's noticeable. It's noticeable enough that I'm like, oh, why? Like, what happened? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, I don't like to buy them, because like, I've had it before, besides that, where like an Amazon worker will like just throw my package around, and I've gotten manga that is bent. Like, when the covers get bent, you can't unbend it. There's always gonna be that crease in there, and if I pay money for it, I'm like, I want it to be pristine, you know? Like, it's really hard for, like, book collectors to buy online, and I hate buying online because I hate getting something that, one, is bent. I hate it. Like, if I bend it while reading it, that's okay, but if I get it, I want it to be pristine, you know? I just You can think of it as a limited edition. It's a weird looking limited edition, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And, like, for example, I also read a lot of, like, novels and stuff. I got the Magnus Chase, which is the first one for the Percy Jackson series. The Magnus Chase part of the Percy Jackson franchise, we'll call it, because he's Annabeth's cousin. It's focusing on, like, the North history and stuff, Nordic history and whatnot. But I ordered it online, and when it came, it was so bent. Like, the covers are so nice and pretty with the art, and it came destroyed. Like, the physical book was fine, but the cover was shredded, and I was like, I paid $25 with shipping for this. I am angry. You know, it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's just that book collector in me, but I have to go and, like, pick my books up by hand. Like, I just have to, unless I physically cannot, then that I have to order online. Like, for example, one of my favorite YouTubers slash book authors is Connie Glenn, and they have written my favorite all-time series ever, which is the Rosewood Chronicles, and they started their new series and just put out the first book. And the first book, their new series is called let me think of the name, oh my god, The Cursed Melodies, and you can't get it in America yet. It's a UK book because they're from the UK, and the publisher that they work with is in the UK, and so I was like, I just have to, like, order it. There's no other option. I just had to order it from the UK publisher. So I was, like, praying for, like, a week. I was like, please do not send me this book ruined, please. But luckily it came fine, and it was an amazing read. I highly suggest. Amazing read. For real though, why is it that Amazon takes zero care with its packages? I ordered a couple of new radios a month back, and they were, oh dear, they were nearly smashed inside the box. That's horrible, honestly. I don't buy a lot from Amazon, like, besides maybe the occasional cosplay. Like, it's really hard to, like, damage, like clothes, I guess, you know, in a box. But, like, yeah, stuff like that, breakable stuff, like, oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. That's horrible. The Amazon workers are getting paid with pennies. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't personally know anyone who is an Amazon driver, so I guess I can't ask. But from what I've heard, like, you have a quota to fill, and basically you have to get that quota done by the end of the day, or, like, that's how you get to go home, is you have to fill out that quota. So, I mean, I could definitely understand, you know, like, rushing a little bit so that you could get home on time, but, like, I definitely have seen videos online where it's like people just don't give a flying fuck. Like, they just throw shit, and I'm like, I don't care what I order. If it's, like, clothes, like, for a cosplay, a wig, something that's not gonna break or be damaged by throwing it, I don't care. It's still gonna make me mad, because it's like, you know, that is something that I bought, so it is kind of my property now, and I would, you know, just like you to, you know, give me that respect. Just, like, place it down. You don't have to throw it. Like, damn. But yeah. But yeah, that's just how it is, I guess. But but yeah, it's just probably me being a book nerd. Is I'm like, I cannot stand buying books online. I hate it more than anything. I don't want to, but sometimes you just can't avoid it, you know. Oh, I got paid money for it. About how I break your kneecaps for breaking. I can't read. Oh my god! I paid good money for it about it. How about I break your kneecaps for breaking my stuff? Exactly. Exactly. See, silly form M. She can't read. She can't read. Look at me. Do I look like someone who could read? No. But yeah. Anyway, I don't buy a whole lot of stuff online just because I'm so terrified of it breaking. Like, even with figures, like, I usually, if I do buy a figure, I'll buy like a new unopened figure from like Macari or something, and I'm always so scared. Like, there have been figures that I've had to send back because they're broken, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I still have this one because I paid like $60 for this figure, and I was like, I am not going to send it back, but like, this is really crappy. So about like a year or two ago, probably 2 years now, I ordered a Ganyu figure from Macari. And if you didn't know, in Genshin, Ganyu, I'm gonna say previously because I'm gonna switch and say that now Navi is my favorite, but honestly, maybe Skirk since she's coming out. But anyway, Ganyu was my first ever favorite character. We had the same birthday, and I just really loved how sweet she was. And so I had a little bit of a collection for her, or I was trying to at the time. And so I found the official figure unopened on Macari, and I was like, it's at a discount. Like, it was, I think it was like originally like in the hundreds or something, but this person was like, I'm moving, I just need it gone, please buy. And so I'm like, okay, I'll buy it for, a discount, I'll buy it. So I bought it, and when I got it, literally, I kid you not, the box, they took a lot of care with the box. Like, don't get me wrong, they took a lot of care with the box. They like, made sure everything was like wrapped in bubble wrap, and like it was all nice and neat. But when I opened it, the thing that the figure is supposed to stand on, like the way that Ganyu is standing is that she's got like one of her legs kind of like in the air behind her, so she stands on one leg, and then there's this like little, it's almost like a, I'm looking at it, I'm trying to describe it. It's like maybe like a raised platform. It kind of looks like she's standing on like ice or something, and it's got like butterflies around the bottom. But like the problem is that when I pulled it out, the stand that was supposed to be attached to the stand was broken. And I mean, it's not that big of a deal because you can insert it into the slot, because it's like you have the figure and then you have this like kind of connector, and the connector was supposed to be on the platform for the stand, but it broke off. Literally, as I took it out, it broke off. And so like, it's standing and it's fine, but if I'm looking up to look at it, but if I like shake my bookshelf, or if like, it gets bumped, then she might fall. And it's not the sturdiest of figure, I will say that. And the person did say that it was official, so I don't know. I'm kind of doubting it now, but it looks like official. It looks perfect, but I'm like, because I have some bootlegs. Like, I used to collect more bootlegs, and I kind of want to make a video talking about this with bootlegs, because I used to collect bootlegs, because when I first started getting into anime and stuff, I wanted figures and I wanted merchandise. I really liked figures, and I was like, I don't care if it's a bootleg, as long as it looks good, I don't care. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, I want to spend a little bit more for good quality on figures, because once you actually make the purchase of having a nice figure, something that is actually like, official and, not a bootleg, there is a world of difference between a bootleg versus an official. And there are some bootlegs that do look really well, and honestly, I would still buy them. There's a couple that I have, and they are just bootlegs, but they look so good that you honestly wouldn't tell, and unless you put the like actual versus the bootleg side by side, I don't think you could be able to tell. But like, I don't want to collect bootlegs anymore. I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want bootlegs anymore. I will pay for like the real stuff. I'll pay for the official stuff because I want good quality. I want it to last. I don't want it to break. And yeah, But I think I want to make a video about that because it's definitely something that I've realized that I'm not the only one who does this. Like, I've seen so many people talk about it with bootlegs, and some people, I'm not gonna lie, some anime figure collectors are a little bit snobby with it. People who are like, I only collect official, and if you even dare touch a bootleg anything, you are scum, you are a piece of trash, you are poor. And it's like, listen, figures are expensive, and especially if you're like me, who was a teenager who did not have a job because she was 14 getting into anime and wanted to have merchandise of her favorite characters. You buy what you can with the money that you have, and I don't care if I bought figures that were bootlegs because they made me happy. But I'm at the point now where I can afford to buy, figures occasionally that aren't bootlegs. So, that's just how I feel about it. I might make a video on it. I think, what's their name? I think Addie on YouTube. They're the person who has like the vibrant hot pink and black hair. You've probably seen them. They're like everywhere. You've probably seen them. But yeah, I think they have a video about it too, so I might give that a watch. Hi Mochi, how are you doing? Welcome to the Silly M stream. Thank you for the drink and the stretch. I probably do need to take a drink. Sip sip. Mwah. Yum yum yum. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Neck circles, let's go. Wee. Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? I got some water. Now it's like fruity. I use I don't know how many of you guys use like flavored stuff for water, but like I like water as long as it's flavored. Maybe I'm writing myself out, but I don't like unflavored water. Like, it's gotta have some flavor to it. Like, it's just, it has to. Like, lemon or like artificial fruit flavors, I don't care. I need something. I need something. But yeah, it's like I got an orange punch. It's very good. I like it, Picasso. Oh, I got you. It's like silly. I'm playing a game, but I'm doing really bad on it. I always miss. Oh, I'm sorry. I believe in you, though. I believe you've got this. I believe in you. Hi, Tanuki. I'm gonna say that weird. Hi, Tanuki. Welcome, Tanuki. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh, you're an ad. I'm sorry. So I'm a little stressed. I gotcha. Yeah, I got you there. I gotcha. It be that way. But I believe in you. I believe you got this. I believe in you. Honestly, I feel that way. Like, I'm trying to think, like, honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say it. This sounds really stupid, but a game that I'm really frustrated with is Pirate 101. And it's my own fault. Like, if you guys are watching on the channel here on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, hi. If you're on Twitch, check out other games. But with YouTube, I have the help of the Space Burgers, and they're like a Wizard 101 like pirate, or not Wizard 101, what am I saying? They're like a Pirate 101 player, and they watched my videos and they're like, hey, I can help you out. And I'm like, thank you. I appreciate you, because like I've been doing a walkthrough for Pirate for a while. But
Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Wow. Did my bird not show up? What? Did my bird, my bird? Did you guys not see a bird? I'm sorry. Let me go over here. Wee. For you, Tanaki. Here you go. I got you. I don't know why it's not on that other page. Here, let me go on my computer here. It's quicker. I got you. Don't worry. I'll play the bird for you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I gotcha. Oh, I need to add that. You are special. I need to add that to that page. I don't think I have it. There we go.
Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Tell me, bird! Tell me! Oh my god, I need to add that. I didn't realize I don't have that added here, huh? I swore I did, but I guess I don't anymore. I don't know. I have so many tabs on my sources for OBS because I have so many fun things. Oh, I'm struggling with... Oh, I got you. Project Sekai. Yeah, definitely. Understood. Completely. Completely. I am not good at rhythm combo games. I understand. I am not good at it. Let's see. But in hard and expert, even though I can full combo on hard, I'm not doing good on that. And I got you. I got you. It's difficult. Like, I am not good at it in general. I am not good at anything that is rhythm based. Even though I'm a dancer, I'm not good at like rhythm games, which is, it feels weird because I can count time and stuff. You know, when you dance, you have to count the steps like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you know, but I can't do it. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like, oh, this is hard, and then I just don't play those. But yeah, like with Pyro 101, I'm super frustrated. Like, I've had to recruit help from Space Burgers, who is very nice, and we recorded an episode this evening, so one will come out soon. But it's like, I think it's because I went into the game blind, not knowing how to play the game, and I screwed myself over because I didn't know how to properly build my character. And so I want to do another full game walkthrough for Pirate, but I'm definitely gonna, like, you know, have my pirate over leveled. I might do side quests as well because I'm just so under leveled and so underpowered. Like in Pirate 101 you also have like nautical level, so like you have to build up your ship level by defeating enemies, and I have not done that. I have been very slacking on it. So I'm like, oh my god, that is the one game right now where I'm so frustrated with it because I feel like I can't do anything. I feel like I'm stuck, you know? And my sister's on the game too, and on the gotcha part, she has lots of cards of my favorite characters. Oh, and so many special ones. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. Honestly, that feels like me with Genshin, because I have some friends who have like my favorite characters that I can't pull. So I understand. I understand completely. I got you. I'm sorry. Who's your favorite though? Okay, let me ask though. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite character? Because I will forever be a Luca stan. Luca, Night of Fever. She'll always be my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. Pink hair girl sounds supremacy. Supremacy. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Pink hair girl supremacy part 2. I've seen. I don't know too much about that character, but I've had friends who have cosplayed her. And I know I have a friend who, like, they've cosplayed her before, and they're like a big fan of her, and every time I see that name I just think of emo now, because they always say like, I'm gonna cosplay emo to this event. Like a play on name, they put a no instead of a U. It's emo, you know, gonna funny. Anyway. That's what I feel. Yeah, exactly. Cough cough me. You got my favorite characters, Tanuki. I'm sending bad vibes. Oh my god. Like, okay, for example, I really wanted Mona for years, and now I finally have her, and I wish I didn't spend so long on her. But I really, on my what's it called? My walkthrough account, the one where I'm a Navia main, I really want a Kokomi. Kokomi would make that team. If I could just get a Kokomi, that team would be amazing. Because I need a healer, because I run Farina and Navia and oh, what's your name? I have Raiden, but I think I want to take her off that team. Like, I definitely want to have Navia on the team, and then I want to have Farina, and I want to have what's your name? Fish girl, Kokomi. I want to have Kokomi, but I don't know who else to put on that team. I have Claran, and I could put her just for like shits and giggles, cause like girlfriends. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very iffy about my teams because, like, I don't care if they have synergy. I just want to have a nice team, you know? I want to have a nice team. You have everything. You have. Do you have C6s? Tanuki. Are you C6 and R5 and. Tanuki, are you a whale? Or do you have one of each? Oh, you have 6 of Tanuki. I'll wiggle at you. I'm gonna. I look like I'm dancing. Okay, Lord, no. Okay, I got you. No, well, I got you. I met a cosplayer of her, but I didn't ask for the ID. Oh, I feel that. Oh my god. I went to con this year, and like a couple weeks ago, actually, let me think about this. No, it was last year. No, the year before. It was 2022. It was either 2022 or 2023. It's up on my Instagram, but I went one year as I can't remember the dates. It's the same con that I always go to, and they have 2 of like the cons a year. They have one in like June and then one in like October for like Halloween, and I go there twice a year, but there was one year I didn't go because I just couldn't work it into my schedule. But one year I went as Klee from Genshin, and I met an Ito cosplayer and also a Hutao cosplayer, and we took photos together, and I really wish that I had got their, like, I guess, I don't want to say information, that sounds weird, like at least like, you know, an Instagram or something. I just wanted to like see them because I was like, their cosplayers are really nice, and like, you know, local cosplayers, you know, we got something in common with Genshin. And I looked through the tags because people will often tag like you know, like, oh yeah, this is me at, you know, insert contact number year, and I was looking through there, and I couldn't find anything. I looked everywhere, and I couldn't find anything from them. I couldn't find them at all. You know? I could not find. But yeah. It's very sad. I just wish that I wish that I saw them again. I don't know. I've been trying to make friends who are like cosplayers in my area because I'm lonely. Like, I see people around me at cons and stuff like this one. I guess that's kind of where this feeling has been sparked. But, like, I went to con this year a couple weeks ago. Like, 2 weeks ago now is Mau Mau. Garden Party Mau Mau. And when I went, there were so many people there who were just, like, in groups. And, like, having fun and taking photos. And I was like, shit, man. I want that too. Because all of my friends who used to do stuff like that, they went to college. I did it. They went to college, and they went to college out of state. So, like, 3 of my friends, I had a big friend group. We were, like, 6 people. And 3 of them went to college out of state. And I don't even talk to them anymore, so that's sad. But my other 2 friends, one of them, they live in another state. It's like an hour drive to each other, so it's not too bad. But, you know, because of work and school for them, going to college and working, it's hard for them to even, like, you know, get time off to come up. And, like, you know, their mom is not in great health right now either. So it's like they're not really... like, they like cosplaying, but they're not as into it as I am, you know? And, like, they're more like, I want to do it, you know, whenever it's fun, you know, just whenever I get the itch. And I'm like, I always have the itch. I want to do it all the time. I want to do it now. And, then my other friend, they're not really into anime. They're just kind of like, what's the word? Like, there's someone who would sit down and watch, like, Friends or, like, horror movies. They really like horror movies. They're like, how do I put the way that they are? It's kind of like a sitcom. They're a sitcom kind of person. And horror. They like horror stuff, but they don't do a lot of, like, cosplay or makeup or anything. So I'm like, my friends that I still talk to, while they probably would cosplay with me if, you know, the timing is right, the timing's just not right, you know? They just kind of like, have life and I don't. So I'm like, you know, I would like to find people in my area who, you know, are kind of, I don't want to say passionate because that makes me feel like I'm saying that my friends aren't, but again, it's more like a silly little hobby that they do every once in a while. For me, it's like I want to do this all the time. I want to meet more people like that. You know, I want to meet more cosplayers in my area, and I've not been having a good time with it. It's not been working out. Like for example, I really want to be in a Love Live cover group. I want to be in a Love Live dance group. I want to so bad. Like, please. You know, like back in my day. It's not even back in my day. But, oh, you got ads, I see. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I want to be in a Love Live cover group so bad. So bad. Like, I tried to be in one that was like an online idol group. But, I was like the what was it called, co-leader for it, so I helped run it. But then, I'm not trying to be mean, but the leader of the group went on a hiatus and they just stopped replying to us at all. Like, they did not reply in the group anymore, and there was some drama with some of the people in the group. They just weren't getting along. And there's also the fact that, like, some people just weren't getting stuff in on the deadlines. Like, we were like, okay, you gotta send us a picture of you and your cosplay. Like, you gotta take a picture wearing, you know, your cosplay and send it to us. Preferably, like, a new photo, but if you just don't have the time, you know, any photo of you wearing that character, you know, that cosplay or whatever would be fine. And there's people who just wouldn't send it. And it was like an online group, so it was like we were gonna do covers, and like, you know, everybody would film themselves and then we would mash it together, because it was like a, you know, a cross world, cross continental type of like Love Live group. But it didn't go anywhere because nobody could really get their shit together. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I felt so lost in this group because I was not here to be the leader. This is tea. I was not in this group to be the leader. I had never led anything like that before. I was in a group with someone who they were like, I know what I'm doing. I got you, Pookie. And I was under their wing. And I'm like, okay, teach me what to do. And then they went on a hiatus. And I was left by myself to run a group. And I did not know what to do. And like, I tried my best to run it without them. And like, they literally even said, like, if you guys, you know, want to find someone, because I think that they were playing Nico, they were like, if you want to find like another Nico and like have them as like a backup while I'm like on hiatus, then that's cool. Because they're like, I needed a mental break health. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And so we found somebody, and then they got butt hurt a little while later that we found somebody. And so then we were like, okay, this person is specifically a backup for when you're not available. Like, we're not trying to replace you, the leader, because you're on a hiatus. Like, you told us that we could do this, you know, like you said that. And they were like, yeah, but you know, it just still kind of hurts. And I'm like, Pookie, you told us to do that. No one's trying to hurt your feelings, but you told us specifically to go find someone to be a backup while we're like, you know, like, while you're on your hiatus, because, you know, they were away for mental health reasons. So I think that maybe that had like some part to play and like, you know, them kind of being upset. But like, you know, it's just, this group did not work out. Like, we had too many people who were kind of like upset and confrontational about the leader kind of abandoning things, because they did, I'm not gonna lie, they did kind of abandon things. But again, it was for mental health. Like, they were going through some stuff. So like, I understand the frustrations because I was frustrated, but it's like there were some people who were just very nasty about it, and were like talking shit about the leader behind their back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you do that, because like the leader was a friend of mine. And so I actually did say something to this person, because other people in the group had brought it up as well, because I saw it on social media. They were like bad-mouthing the leader privately, and I saw that, but I wasn't gonna say anything because I was like, you know what, maybe this is not my battle. But then other people in the group were bringing it up to me, and I'm like, oh my god, now it is my battle because I was the acting leader. And so I'm like, well, I gotta talk to them about it now. So I talked to them about it privately, and they got up all in my digital face about it. They were like, like, you're not the actual leader. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I know I'm not the actual leader. I didn't want to be the actual leader. But, like, this person's going through a rough patch right now. Like, you don't need to be an asshole about this. I said something like that. It's like, you don't need to be such an asshole about this right now. Like, they're going through a hard time. And, yeah, then they left the group. And I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to be in this group anymore. Because some people were just very confrontational and nasty about it. And I'm like, I don't want to be the one, in control here. This was not my group to begin with. And anytime I did try to like step in, I felt like I was overstepping because I was not the leader, and I know sometimes that made my friend who was the leader upset, and I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this because I feel like, as co-leader, this is not what I signed up for. And so I had a talk with the leader, the friend, and I was like, hey, this is how I feel. And they were like, yeah, I picked a really bad time to start up a group because, like, this did not go according to plan, And, like, they were like, I didn't mean to have a mental health crisis right now, but, it just happened. And I'm like, I'm not blaming you. Like, don't think that I'm blaming you. Like, I want to stand up for you because I knew what they were going through. And I'm like, I know that they don't know what you're going through right now, and I know that it's a lot. And, like, I just don't think that, now's the right time for this. And they were like, yeah, I agree. So we closed the group. We were like, sorry guys, but unfortunately, the group is gonna have to be canceled. And I let the other person take control because I'm like, this again, I don't want to overstep. This is not my group. I just helped to step in and like recruit people and, monitor and stuff. Like, I didn't come in here to make the hard decisions. So yeah, I just tell people not my job unless I'm getting paid. I mean, yeah. It's more so like a fan project, but I get what you mean. But yeah, anyway, that went sideways. I did try to start up a group in person with one of my friends, and they don't care about Love Live. And they're not a dancer, and they have like some knee problems, so they're not able to like really dance that much. And it's like, it's just one of those things where it's like, you can participate in something, but if you're not passionate about it, people can tell. You know what I mean? I could tell that they were enjoying it because, they were hanging out with me and that was fun, but it wasn't like, there was a passion, there was a fire to be an idol or anything like I had. And so that's one of those things that I've had a hard time finding people IRL, like in person around me, who share that same sentiment. And yeah. Like, the only person that I've ever met who shares that sentiment is Morgan. I'm gonna call them by their OC name in the group, Morgan, in our group Lumerous. But they moved. They moved cross country. They moved to Japan, so we're like, yeah, we can't really do anything in person when one of us is in Japan and the other is in the United States. So we're going to have to call it here. And I think we were all starting to get a little burnt out too. Before everything started, we got a little bit burnt out, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think Em is gonna focus on doing her own solo content for a little bit. Even though I really want to be in a group, I feel like I need to focus on my skills and refining them first. Like getting better at dancing. Like I'm not gonna say dieting, because I don't like using the term dieting, but I'm gonna say what I've been doing is that I've been trying to lose weight by eating healthy. Not a diet. Because I'm not counting calories or anything, or carb or whatever that weight loss thing is. I'm not counting anything. And every time that I try to like do anything that's like a diet thingy, I always end up like, what's the word? I always end up failing with it because I'm like, oh, I'm counting calories and I'm just so hungry. I can't stand it. I just need to eat something. And I'm not doing that now. What I'm doing is I'm eating healthier foods and choices. Like, instead of drinking sodas, I'm only having water, and that's really helped. Just drinking water. Like, occasionally I might make myself like a matcha latte, so like matcha and milk, or I might have like an energy drink that's like 0 calories or something. But like, my main source of liquid is water, and I'm not drinking water like how people tell you to. You know those people who are like, you gotta drink like 70 ounces of water or something? No, you don't. That's a lie. No, you don't. I don't want to be peeing all day. Like, no. You don't have to drink that much. That's too much. Like, no. I'm not a nutrition or anything, so don't maybe take advice from me. But like, I know for a fact my body cannot take that much water because I've tried it, and I just pee all the time and I make myself sick trying to drink water throughout the day. Like, no, I just can't. I have water whenever I feel thirsty. If I feel like I'm thirsty, I drink some water. If I'm eating, I have water, you know? Easy little things. I'm also like trying to be mindful of like the food that I'm eating. So like, for example, for breakfast, I'll have like a protein bowl. I've been making protein bowls, and I love rice bowls. I love anything that has rice in it. And so I'll make like a protein rice bowl. Like this morning I had some rice, and then I had like a cup of rice, and then I had some mushrooms in it, sauteed some mushrooms and teriyaki, had that, and then some egg. I had 2 eggs, like sunny side eggs, so it was yolky, and then I had some salmon, and that was like my breakfast lunch bowl. It's like a protein bowl. So I try to be mindful, because everyone is like, all the like, you know, the gym guru boys are like, protein, protein, protein. And so I'm like, okay, less carbs, more protein. So I got the eggs for protein. I got the, what's the other thing? I got the salmon for the protein, you know, and like I have the mushrooms as veggies. And I'm a big component for saying that carbs are not bad. There are so many people who are like, oh my god, I'm gonna go on a diet, I can't have any carbs. Yes, you should. You need to have balance. You can't just like not have carbs, especially if you've been eating a diet full of carbs. You can't just cold turkey cut them. You gotta like just reduce them a little bit. Like, this is one of those things that makes me mad, because my mom tells me this all the time. She's like, oh, we're trying to eat healthy, so absolutely no carbs, no rice, no potatoes, no pasta. And I'm like, no, that is why we're not losing weight, Mom. Because me and my mom will do stuff together. Like, we'll go on a diet together to kind of like diet in, like, you know, air quotes. Try to lose weight together, because, you know, she's like, oh, I'm going to fast. I am only going to have a cup of black coffee as my daily meal. And I'm like, no. Like, maybe if you want to do it like one day, maybe, but like every day, that's just not healthy. It's just not. Like, you've got to eat, you know? It's like, you can just be mindful of what you're eating and like how you're eating. Like, I already lost like 5 pounds doing this. Just being mindful, you know, like eating when I actually feel hungry, switching to only water, getting in some more exercising. Like, I've been dancing again, walking, you know, just like easy things. It's so easy if you just like don't think of it as a diet. You know, like, I watched this video, and this has actually really changed the way that I guess I think about trying to lose weight. But there was someone who was like, you gotta romanticize your weight loss. And at first I was like, that is so fucking corny, that is so stupid, like, what the fuck. And then I was like, wait, no, actually, they're speaking facts. This is fire. Because they were like, you just gotta romanticize it, you know, like put your food on like a pretty plate, and like, you know, eat in a nice scenery, eat foods that are pretty, that make you feel pretty. Like, you know, like if you eat a lot of vegetables, you know, you're doing good for yourself, you know, just like be kind to yourself, romanticize it and whatnot. And I'm like, actually, that's actually helped me. Putting food on like pretty plates, that's helped me. You wouldn't think it, but it does. And like portion size is another thing that I've been trying to work on, because I do watch anime while I eat, and so sometimes I just like I keep eating. I want to have a big amount of food so I can get through the 20 minutes of anime that I have. And honestly, I need to quit doing that. I need to quit doing that. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, it's just like little things, and like I'm sure, I'll get to a point hopefully where like I plateau, and then maybe a bigger change might be needed. But like as of right now, I've lost 5 pounds just like, eating healthy. It's probably one water weight, but like I've just been doing like a little bit of exercise, because what I used to do, and I don't mean this as like any offense towards this content creator, because I've been using this content creator's workouts since I was in middle school, because I am a girl who has always struggled with weight. But when I was in middle school, I first found Blogalotti's content, and I have been religiously following their workouts for like years now. And like the thing is, they do like Pilates, and they're really like difficult. Like, let me be completely honest, they're difficult. And so I've always had a hard time sticking to their workouts, because one, I just don't like stuff like that. But I love Cassie. I love her personality. I just can't get into those type of workouts. Like if I do a quote unquote proper workout, then I'm not gonna stick to it. But if I'm doing silly little idle anime dances, it's fun and I enjoy it. And you don't think about it, I guess, but it is a workout. You're doing cardio. When I'm like going Anata no idol iru for like 30 minutes trying to learn a dance, yeah, it's exercise. And my butt hurts. My butt hurts from like doing the dances and stuff. Like it's definitely one of those things where like you do the movements over and over again and you don't even realize you're working out, but you are. Oh, I'm from 335 last September to 280 now. Congratulations! That's a really big thing to be like happy about, like genuinely, because like I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely gained weight. And so I'm like, I gotta lose some of that, because like there are certain cosplays. Now getting back into cosplay, I'm like, oh, that don't fit anymore. And I'm like, I need to lose that weight, because like I have gained, like since the last time I weighed, I have gained like 15 pounds, because I stopped dancing. And I was like, I'm just gonna work, not gonna focus on anything else. I'll eat whatever I want. And that's not good. That's not good for me. So yeah, honestly, like I think the best thing to do is just start small too. Oh, you got ads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tanuki. But yeah, like that's the thing that I found is like the best for me is to just not think of it as a diet. Because the more I think about like, oh, I'm on a diet and I have to like stay strict about this, the less I want to continue. But so far I've had like a pretty good experience. It's been like a week of me dieting, and I've had a really good experience with it. And I've had cheat meals. Like if you look at my Instagram post, like I've had, I say maybe 2 weeks, not a week. It's been like 2 weeks, but like 2 weeks of me like being on a diet. And like honestly, I've had cheat meals. Like I went and I got like some sushi, I got a chicken sandwich, I got coffee, but it's like I'm being mindful about it. It's like I'll eat like a bad meal if I go out with family, or I could try to have a nicer one, but my family was up, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. But it's like, I like, for example, I went out and I ate like a chicken sandwich for breakfast, lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it, and then later I had like a salad, like a small salad, because I wasn't hungry. So it's like, the balance, and like that's the thing. I also I have a problem with snacking. I feel like that is my biggest problem when it comes to weight loss, is that I'm a snacker. I like to snack throughout the day. So I'll have like, as of right now, like what my diet kind of consists of is, I say diet, just know that I don't mean that strictly, but Like, I'll try to have 2 meals a day. Like, I'll have like a protein bowl in the morning because it keeps me full. Doing what I'm doing, it keeps me full until around like 4 or 5 o'clock, which is usually when I'll eat dinner anyway. So I'm like, that's perfect. You know, like working out and like dancing and stuff. I'm still full. Have like a glass or two of water in between those times. Like, I usually eat around like 10 to 11, so it keeps me full till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So I'm like, that's good. And I don't eat anything until then, and then I'll eat dinner. And like for dinner tonight, what did I have? I had like squash noodles. They were like from Trader Joe's. They weren't that good, so I didn't eat a lot of them. But they were like squash noodles with Parmesan. It was kind of like a risotto, but it was like noodly. Didn't eat a whole lot of it. Wasn't that good. I also had a little bit of a sweet potato. I didn't have a full sweet potato, but I had a little bit of it because my stomach started to hurt. I don't know. Maybe those potatoes were bad. And what else did I have? I had something else to eat. Oh, and I had my tamales. I did eat those. I didn't eat all of it because, like I said, my stomach started to hurt, and I don't know why, but it started to hurt. I bought some tamales, and I ate those. So that was my dinner. It wasn't the best, but like I had some vegetables, which was good. That's better than having chips. That's better than like, eating like a big ass bowl of pasta. It's much better. Were the tamales the best thing to eat? No. But, to be fair, I haven't had a lot of calories today. I was hungry. You gotta have something. And, like, usually for, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sweet treat kind of girl. So, like, for dinner, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, stream or, like, do some exercise or record some videos or something. Because I usually go to bed around, like 11 or 12. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, like, have a little after stream before bed, whatever kind of snack. And that's the thing that kills me, because I would go and I would get like slices of cake, and like I would get like Twinkies and stuff. And yeah, I'm a Twinkie lover, shut up. Like I would get a lot of like, sweet treats and stuff that were bad for you. But the thing is, because they were here, I would gorge on them. So instead of doing what I was supposed to do, of having them like, once a day right before bed, something sweet, because I like to have something sweet before I go to bed, I'm like, I'm just gonna eat this. And so it turned into, instead of me having 1 Twinkie a day, it's like 3 Twinkies a day. And I'm like, that's not the point. I don't want to have a Twinkie with every meal. That's not the point of buying the Twinkies. And so, this is something that I actually found that I really like, and I didn't think I would, but I do. And it's a healthier snack, I'll say. So when I went to Nashville a couple weeks ago, we were on vacation, and we stayed at like, I think it was a Clarion or something, but we stayed at a hotel that had like the free breakfast included with the package, of course, but like they had a free breakfast. And every morning when we went down there, they had a yogurt station. They had like just like plain vanilla Greek yogurt, and then they had toppings and stuff. And so I got literally every day that we were at this hotel, I got a bowl of Greek yogurt with strawberry puree and like some granola. That is my new favorite thing. That is the shit right now for me. It is so good. And it's like, it's not perfect because I went well, I didn't have a chance to go to the store, and so I asked my stepdad, which is probably the problem. I asked him to like pick me up like the 3 items that you need. I asked him to pick it up for me, and he got 2 of them right. He got me Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, which is great, and he got me granola that had like some chocolate chunks in it. And I'm like, that's great, love that. But he couldn't find puree strawberry stuff, so instead he got me strawberry syrup from Hershey's. So I'm like, you know what, I can make it work. And I just like mix a little bit of the strawberry syrup for like the flavor, because Greek yogurt alone is kind of nasty in my opinion. It needs a little bit of flavor. So like the strawberry flavor is nice, and also it's pink. Romanticize your food. Have food that makes you feel happy, and pink food makes me happy. But but yeah, like just sprinkle some of that granola on top. It's so good. And like the thing is, this might be a little TMI, but that's what happens when you come to a Glitter M stream. So I have this thing with certain foods that I eat, and the textures, they might make me gag. So like yogurt is one of those things that like it makes me gag. It's like yogurt, oatmeal, which I love. I love both of them, but they, oh god, they make my stomach churn. And mashed potatoes, which I'm not a huge mashed potato person because of this, but like with yogurt, I have to eat it like a little tiny sliver at a time. Like, you know how people are like, oh my god, you're such a pick-me girl because you put such a little bit on your spoon. It's like a little dollop, and then you're like nomming on it. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's not pick-me. I'm trying not to fucking gag on everything, you know? Because like, if I eat a mouthful of it, like a proper bite, I'm gonna hurl, and I don't want to. It makes me sick to my stomach. So I have to take it in little bites. And I found that is probably the best thing because I eat it slower, and so I can still watch an episode of anime while having my little late night snack. And I still get a little sweet treat. And it's healthy because yogurt is actually really good for you. And the granola is a little bit sweet because it's got the chocolate chunks. And, you know, I do put the strawberry syrup in it, which I might look into the store because I have to go to the store tomorrow properly instead of getting someone else to. So I might look into, like, alternatives for the syrup. But, I mean, a little bit of sugar is not going to kill anyone. And, like, compared to how I was eating, this is much better. You know, like that's kind of how I'm going about my diet, quote unquote diet, is I'm making small little changes, and it's honestly more beneficial than like cutting everything out, everything sugary out, because I just can't do that. Like my mom does that. I can't do it, and she doesn't stick to it, and I'm like, why don't you just start small? Just start like easy. And she's like, no, if I'm gonna do this, I gotta go all in. And I'm like, why don't you just like take it easy? Like you'll be more keen on keeping up with these habits if you just start simple. Like for me, the first thing I did is I just cut out everything but water and like the occasional, like, you know, maybe a matcha if I run by my local store, which you'll see it on my Instagram post, and they actually reposted me. It was so cute. But anyway, the place that I go to for like, I go for matcha. I don't like coffee, but my cousin likes coffee and she was up, so I was like, I'll get a coffee. It's called Earthling. It's so good. So if I happen to go by like, you know, Earthling or something, I'll get like myself a matcha latte. I like it with honey. Matcha latte sweetened with honey. It's very good. And they're like a little local business, and they're alien themed, and I love it. And so if I go somewhere like to the mall and I walk by them, I'll get myself a little sweet treat. But that's like very rare. I don't do that all the time. Like I do that like maybe once or twice a month. And I'll have like an occasional energy drink if I don't want to take a nap, which I try not to because I don't take power naps. I take like 3 to 4 hour naps, so I'm like, no nap for me. No. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm trying to work on, is actually not napping, because if I nap, I sleep for too long and then I get groggy and I don't want to do anything afterwards. So instead, I'm just trying to like go to bed a little bit earlier, because I would like take a nap midday, and like I would go down for a nap at like 1 o'clock, but it would take me a while to get to sleep. So then I would like watch like TV for like an hour, finally nap at like 2, and then I would wake up at like 4:30. So like 2.5 hours of nap, and I'm like, where am I? What dimension is it? And like for the rest of the day, I would have like a headache, and it's not good. It's good. It's not good. It's good, but it's not good. Like I love a nap. But I hate the way it makes me feel. And then I would like stay up later into the night. So instead of going to bed like how I go to bed now at like maybe like 11, 12, I would go to bed at like 2 or 3. Because I'm like, I'm not tired yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and stay up all night. But napping is not good for Glitter M. It's not good. Because I don't know why. I just can't. And like I've tried to set alarms to like wake me up and like after like an hour or so, but like because I know that there's alarms, self-consciously, I can't let myself go to sleep. I'm like, when's the alarm gonna go off? When's the alarm gonna get off? You know, I can't. I just can't. So I'm like, you know what? It's probably better if I just cut the naps out. That might be the best case scenario, is that I just cut the nap out. Because it's not been helping me. It's actually been hurting me more. So yeah. But that's a little bit of a life update. I just wanted to do a little bit of a yapping kind of stream because it's been a while. Tomorrow, I'm thinking we might do a game night because I do gotta go do some errands and stuff. So we might play some random games. I need to play Woowa, Wuthering Waves. It's been a while, so I need to get back into that. I also want to grind Danganronpa V3 and get that finished because we're so close to getting that game finished, and I want to just finish it up because once we're done with that, we're gonna play Persona 5, and I'm excited for that game. So we might be doing some game nights, and then I'm gonna try to have a couple long stream days, so like a couple hours, because I know people want to see Genshin and Wizard 101, so you might see that this week, maybe Thursday and Friday or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff this week, and just so you guys know, let me go into my changing room real quick. Just so you guys know, Cillium is not the current all-encompassing model. She's not the all-encompassing model and everything. Don't worry. I am still anime girl. Oh, I'm tall. Never said that about myself before. I am still silly, goofy little girl here. Oh my god, why am I so tall? Again, I've never said that. I am still me. It's just I have a little bit of a scrunkle now, so you might see her occasionally. Again, she is a redeem. If you guys want to see the redeem, it's gonna be down below. But yeah, I feel like I need to like configure my face here because I'm like, meow, 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 why am I not working like I'm supposed to? Meow, 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 meow. But yeah, anyway, I'm still me. Teehee. But yeah, if you want to redeem the Scrunkle, it's gonna be up there in the Twinkles on Twitch. Sorry, YouTube again. YouTube hates you guys. I feel so weird looking at myself now. I'm like, I don't even recognize who this person is. Who is this person? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll probably do a game night tomorrow, so look out for that. And I'll get some streams posted for upcoming on YouTube. So be on the lookout, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.